bitches, welcome back to my channel. We are sitting outside once again with not a cloud in the sky. How are you doing?
I'm good. Is this video 1 or 2?
This is going to be video number 2. We are filming a little bit later today. I do not know if this one's actually going to go out, but hopefully. So hello, how is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. The first thing that I want to talk about in this video is something that actually had me very heated over on TikTok because you don't f with animals, you don't f with animals, you don't f with kids, and you don't f with elderly people. Yeah. Like those are the 3 things that you just don't, and if you do it, you're a piece of shit and there's a special place in hell for you.
Period.
Mama Tot brought this to my attention because she made a video and she did not name names, but of course, like down in the little search bar, you see what people are actually talking about. There were 3 teenagers. I'm not going to say what their names are here, obviously, because they are teenagers. They have since been arrested, but the video that is going viral that had like 2,800 shares over on Facebook, it's from January 2023, but it like just got posted. In the video, I'm going to describe to you guys what exactly happened. There was a teenager. He had his dog. He was teaching the dog how to like go bird hunting, and they were like by the water. The dog was not understanding what exactly was going on. It was just not getting it, I guess, like quick enough for this stupid mother, and he got very upset. So in the video, you literally see him like take the dog. He's like slamming him, starts hitting the dog, like punching. You hear the fucking douchebags in the background just giggling, just laughing about it, doing
what's
nothing
funny about that?
Doing nothing to help the dog, just thinking it's a haha kiki, we're having a rah-rah moment.
There's nothing funny or entertaining or laughable about that.
They have been arrested.
Good.
They have been arrested. One of them, the one that was actually doing the shit to the dog, was arrested on cruelty to animals, and the other 2 were arrested on counts of principal to cruelty to an animal for not intervening on the dog's behalf.
Good.
I don't want to say that this should follow them for the rest of their lives.
No, it should.
But it should.
If you're gonna harm an animal, you will harm people. Period.
No, it automatically like made me think of when my grandma was still alive and she was in an old folks home, like one of the ones that she was in like originally. We went to visit her. It was myself, my dad, my mom, and her like then husband, who has since passed away, thank God. But I remember walking in, and immediately upon like getting through the doors, we just heard this like woman screaming. You couldn't like make out who it was, and it was coming from like down where like the nurses sit. We turned the corner, and it was literally my grandma sitting there screaming that she wanted to go to bed and they wouldn't because they were switching her medication. The medication that she was on was not having her in her right mind. They were allowing her to sit there and scream, did not know that we were her family. They were fucking laughing at her.
That's not
When I tell you, I was seeing red up in that bitch. I was like, oh, I'm going to prison today. So that's what it made me think of. And I don't fuck with people that fuck with animals, as I said, don't fuck with elderly people.
This video is for anybody where the shoe freaking fits. Now, I already know that y'all assume that I only speak on things where I'm absolutely passionate about. And one of those things is absolutely animals of all kind. Let me say this to you. If you abuse animals in any kind of way, there is a hot place in hell waiting for you. Same thing goes for elders and children. You don't abuse an animal that is defenseless and can't speak for itself and probably doesn't even know any better. Abuse animal because it doesn't do what you want it to do, or it doesn't do it quick enough or fast enough, and your first instinct is to physically harm an animal. Yeah, I think you're probably the most crappiest person that walks this daggum earth if you ask me. If you will abuse an animal, you'll just about abuse anything now, won't you? Unless you're one of those cowards because you know it can't fight back. If you leave your dog on a chain out all day in 105-degree heat with no water and no food, yep, that's neglect. Do the same thing in the winter in the snow with no way for shelter or anything like that, same thing, neglect. If you don't give your dog food or water, neglect. I'll say it again, I have no sympathy for animal abusers, elder abusers, children abusers. It's all the same to me, and you deserve the same punishment.
The internet is not letting these people like live this down
as they
at
shouldn't.
all. I don't know what exactly is going on with the case, but there are so many TikToks actually calling out these teenagers. They have gone so far as to like dox them and do things like that. I don't believe in doxing in that way, but girl, you did this.
You reap what you sow when it comes to things like that.
Ooh, where are their parents? I have heard that the dog has since been taken away, and when they actually like found the dog, because this video was from January 2023, the dog now does seem like it's in like very good spirits and it seems like a very happy dog. But bitch, this motherfucker should never be allowed to have an animal ever again in his life, and probably should never be allowed to have children.
Cruelty.
Imagine that.
If you're
Imagine
gonna,
a kid.
If you're gonna harm an animal, an innocent
God.
animal that can't like.
They say it's how serial killers start. They harm the
It
animals.
is. It really truly is.
Ever see someone f***ing up a fish for no reason? I want to talk about Airbnb real quick because Airbnb, I think we all remember when they started and they were like, get away from hotels with all those unnecessary fees, the exact same way that Hulu was with cut the cord because it's not going to be as expensive as cable.
Girl, look at them now.
Complete opposite. Now cable is a lot cheaper, and of course hotels are a lot cheaper, and people are opting for the hotels because Airbnb has the most ridiculous rules, and they allow people that actually are the host to just get away with anything. Charging like a $300 cleaning fee when you're still asking the people that are staying there to take care of the dishes, take all the trash out, make sure you take all the sheets off the bed. Bitch, if I'm paying you $300,
no,
certainly not.
Airbnb had me up when they're doing this thing now. I don't know if they do it anymore, but they used to do this thing where if you rented the house, they would ask you how many people would be in the house, and they would lock off part of the house.
I only ever saw that in Texas.
Yeah,
when we were
so
in Airbnbs
weird.
in Texas, they would like lock off bedrooms and wouldn't give you access to the full house. I have not seen that when we stayed in Airbnbs in Florida or anywhere else for that matter.
It's so weird.
It's a little strange. But the reason that I want to talk about Airbnb is because they are doing everything except for reducing those damn fees.
Of course.
They are putting up all these different like themed locations that they're building. I saw a video where now they're doing a Polly Pocket house.
I mean,
a Polly Pocket house.
Okay, so I'm getting the exclusive first look at the Polly Pocket 1994 house. Life size. Okay? Look at this closet. Get to try on all the clothes. Go up to the vanity level. Then that famous fridge. There's me, a little fashion show. Like you're on a movie set here in Littleton, Massachusetts. You can build charms over there. And then you can sleep over.
they know that's going to get the millennials, girl.
Instagram
They're
worthy
doing what they
moments.
need to do to bring people in. They just they're not doing the right things, like lowering those damn fees. The cleaning fees, I feel, are a little way ridiculous.
Crazy. I do have to say, I'm sure there are some really nasty people that do stay at Airbnbs that absolutely trash them, so the fee is necessary. But if that fee is necessary, then do not ask me to do the dishes and take the sheets off and take all the trash out. I'll bag the trash up for you.
I'm not deep cleaning your damn house.
Certainly not. And the last person that I want to talk about is once again Rawbeautykristi, because she is getting called out right now because people think that she is lashing out at Peter Mond like in a subtle way, just like taking digs at him. He thinks that, I think that, some people over on Twitter think that as well.
She's being incredibly passive aggressive, if you ask me.
Very passive aggressive. So of course we all know that she uploaded a video the other day where she was saying that she was having a gay wedding. I didn't catch it when we were actually like talking about it and watching the video, but apparently when she brought up this gay wedding, she was like doing air quotes almost, and she like caught herself. So yesterday, Rawbeautykristi uploaded a video, and on the thumbnail it says "You're too negative," and the video is titled "Why You Only Watch Dramatic Negative Videos and Feel Like Shit." Now I watched this video on like 2 times the speed because I wanted to take some notes on it. One of the things that she brought up is that content creators know all too well about these negative videos, because whenever there is a controversy going on, of course people are going to make videos, there's going to be articles written about it, and basically she's saying that people know that that is going to get clicks, it's going to get views, and basically it's going to line their pockets and it's going to reward them.
It's really interesting to me that she wants to talk about what's negative and what's not, and how she's like done this whole like change in her content because she used to do beauty content, right? So she cultivated this audience of people to watch her do all this makeup and stuff, and she grew exponentially when she had the drama when she called out Jaclyn Hill for lipstick gate.
That is one of the things that I actually wrote down here. I wrote shade alert, and I took this as total shade to Peter Mond or anybody that wants to make videos about her. She said that people have realized a way forward is to make content dragging other people because it works, and she said that that is the only way forward for them. And she said that people like her who have stepped back from all this and are kind of like distant to like all the online drama now, she says that she has realized that that is a way for many people, it's their only way forward.
Are hardwired towards looking at things that honestly harm us in some way or another, because the phenomenon of negativity and everything being so polarizing and so negative and so sensationalized online, people have realized that that's the way forward for content creation, because that is the route that works. And when you realize that you don't want to engage in that any further, you start to realize that that is the only way forward for many people. Specifically being in the entertainment industry, or for somebody like myself, you realize that if you don't engage in harsh reviews and being brutally honest and not caring who you hurt, people you leave dead and bloody and dying along the way, just so long as you can make a name for yourself as an investigatory journalist, no matter how many friends you lose, or people you leave dead and bloody and dying along the way. Basically, that quote from Zoolander really is the the truth. And I find it very interesting that as a casual observer of the way that the internet works and just watching things go on and being a content creator for the last 12 years, you can sort of notice the trends. And make no mistake, we all know this, and some people choose to engage in it and some people choose not to engage in it.
So basically she's saying that people have no talent and they can't do anything other than talk shit about people online.
Well, I mean, is that why her views are so low? Like critically
Well, no,
low right now?
That's what I was sitting here and thinking about. She has 1.1 million subscribers, and I was thinking, wait a minute, how did you get over 1 million subscribers? It was from making that Jaclyn Hill video and dragging the fuck out of her for her disgusting ass lipsticks.
Absolutely.
Which rightfully so, because those lipsticks were nasty. But at that moment, when Rawbeautykristi was getting all that attention and her channel was growing, it was okay to make videos and it was okay to talk about the nasty shit that was going on in their life because she was benefiting from it. But now that it has turned around and people are making videos about her because of her beliefs and just things that are going on in her life, she wants to be distant. She's not going to pay attention to it.
Does she not have like a whole series or a couple videos about like unpopular opinions? Like that to me is her being hypocritical right there, because you know the moment that you give an unpopular opinion, you're going to piss people off.
Yeah.
So is that not her doing the same very thing that she's talking about in this video where she's trying to read Peter, but she failed epically?
I just kind of feel like if she's going to feel that way and she thinks that it's so negative to talk about other people and people should not be benefiting off of it and all of that kind of stuff, maybe she should delete those videos off of her channel.
Maybe.
Because that's not the image that she wants to give out there into the world, you know?
Girl, it's really honestly, it seems like she's bitter that she can't come on here and make those unpopular opinion videos anymore because she hasn't addressed what people want her to address, and that is James Charles and now this wedding thing.
It's just kind of, it's like, why are you just like taking little like digs at Peter Mon and other people that talk about you in videos? Why not just address what people's concerns are and just be like, this is what I have going on? Because you know what? If you honestly believe the shit that she's being accused of believing, stand on it.
Right.
If you have such strong convictions about it and it's the way that you want to live your life and you want to raise your family and all that kind of shit, stand on it.
Stand on business.
Stand on it. Like, how are you going to be involved with an organization and not even want to talk about them? That's a little weird to me.
I mean, I stand 10 toes down on everything I believe in.
Yeah. She also did say that a lot of the time the videos that you see in like articles like that are clickbait and the title of these things actually have nothing to do with the content inside. I mean,
I've seen that before.
Never done that. The point of this video, I did see some people commenting about this over on Twitter. They were like, this is like a weird way to say that you're into like QAnon conspiracies. So the video started off with her talking about the news, and then she like takes like little breaks here and there to like take digs at content creators and all of that kind of stuff.
Peter
trying to,
Mon.
like, tie herself into it. She said that people are wired to pay more attention to the negative news, and that is true.
I mean,
It is true.
you got to look at the state of the fucking world. Like, there's not really a lot of good going on right now. Everything is going to shit. So, I mean, it's a form of escapism, at least for me when I'm minding other people's business. You know, honestly, this sucks, and I think everybody as a content creator should grow and evolve. But if you're going to grow and evolve, you should not shit on the content that you made before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She made this kind of content, unpopular opinions and things like that, but now it seems like she can't do that, or she's afraid to do that. She wants to shit on the people that do. Life is not a bouquet of roses all the time.
I honestly don't think that it has anything to do with her wanting to do that kind of content herself and her just feeling like she can't. I honestly think it's more so the fact that she just does not know how to address all of the stuff that she's getting called out for. Maybe it's because she doesn't want to. Maybe it's because she doesn't know how to. Or maybe it's because she just honestly doesn't give a fuck. I would tend to believe that she does, because with titles like this and the shade that she is throwing, the shade that she has thrown in prior videos, she can say that she's a live and let live person all she wants. She's watching all of this stuff. She knows exactly what people are saying. She's calculated. It's calculated, right?
It's kind of weird for me for her to try to like take a stab at Peter this way, because it is very passive aggressive when she was the one that was literally trying to manipulate him on the phone. Like how are you going to try to like throw stones at the very person that you were trying to manipulate?
It's the fact that she said to him on the phone, I hope you don't feel like I'm trying to manipulate you. Well, I do now, bitch.
Yeah, definitely.
Nobody was thinking it before, but hello.
Be for real for a second.
So you guys are going to have to let us know, do you think that Rawbeautykristi was throwing shade at Peter Mon in her newest video? Or do you think it's just people looking for tits on an ant?
Oh, it's definitely
I
not
still
tits on an
need
ant.
to do tits on an ant, like, merch.
You
I
do?
just can't think of, like, how I would do it, because I'm literally thinking of an ant with, like, boobs. If you have made it this far in the video, please leave us an ant emoji down below, and we will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.